So you can understand that question that he was kind of, there was a reason.
Oh, I didn't.
Oh, yeah, when we last met at the Booker T. Washington Hall of Fame reception, President Randall and I were discussing with you the possibility of a street named after you in your honor. And you said, name it after my father. So we said, okay, we're gonna honor that request because we got to have that. So we took it before different committees, and then people brought up the issue that, Ron, he already have a park name. Why don't you name after so and so and so and so and so? So I said, well, let's look what those credentials those persons have. Okay, well, let's compare it to Dr. Franklin. Okay, he is a professor, world renowned. He is a graduate of T. Washington. His school sat on the same land of what this university stands for, and also go right through the street that we plan on doing, go right through the university. And we went before City Council, Joe Williams, chairman, went forward and brought the issue up, him up, and then that everybody started on. Yes, why not? All the logistics are there. It's only appropriate for a world-class gentleman such as Dr. John Hope Franklin to be named. In the news article, which at this meeting, I was not expecting anyone to go through. As a matter of fact, this small seed that was planted, it basically started out just as that little red sign that most folks get around the city named after them, but it became, well, what about just a street named after him from Greenwood to Cincinnati? You know, oh yeah, that's a great idea, yeah. And I said, well, what about from Greenwood all the way over to Denver? I said, well, there was some residents there. We had to see, but let's take a poll with the residents that actually stay on those streets. And the meeting brought up that these residents want this name street after the youth. So they stopped all the way over to Denver. Now, we went before City Council, and I'll show you the news article.
Nothing about this. That's why I didn't understand.
And I thought for sure, because when it was in the Tulsa World, close to the front, I thought for sure, I know somebody called you and let you know. And I'm like, well, this might be a gentle iceberg. I don't want to take it totally off guard. But it's what's also a little FYI, you know, that Denver is Haskell Street is cut off by Denver. I mean, by the freeway. So that means there's a adjoining community that lives on Haskell. So people can call and say, well, we live on Haskell too. What do we have to do to get our street name changed? So, Dr. Franklin, it's matter of fact, President Randall brought up in the meeting that, you know, of your request, that naming after your father. So they said, well, we'll name it after both of them. Whatever he wants. So tonight, we had planned on presenting you a graphic sign of the name in your honor. Okay? Okay, thank you.
I didn't know what was going on with it.
Surprise.
In other words, and I've been doing this same thing, because I've been saying this whole eventually was worth standing up and fighting and doing all, because it was a labor of love, because I believe in the orchid just pushed it over. And that is that you have to smell your flowers now.
Like today, like tomorrow, I won't be.
No. Because you're not finished. You got to polish me up and polish this young man up. So, we got to walk in those steps.
Okay. So, that's it.
That's
Thank
it.
you.
You really
I'm
are.
honored.
And 5:45.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna see my cousins.
Okay, well, you're on your own, but the limousine will be here at 5:45. Okay, Doc?
Thanks a lot.
All right.
I enjoyed this conversation. I hope I didn't